In today's video, I want to help you figure out whether you are an integrator or a segmentor. And once you figure that out, to understand how that can impact upon your work-life balance. So first of all, let's start with some definitions. So I'm turning to an article by Megan Huth, who's a Google people analyst. And she defines segmentors as employees who create rigid boundaries between their personal and work lives. They report that in my life, there is a clear boundary between my career and my non-work roles. So there's a segmentor. We see a segment of work, a segment of downtime or life, or however you want to categorize it. Integrators. Integrators, she says, are employees who blur the lines between work and home, switching back and forth between the two. This group often agreed that it is often difficult to tell where my work life ends and where my non-work life begins. So the first thing to know is one is not better than the other. One is not correct and the other one wrong. They are different boundary management styles, and we tend to fall into one category or the other. But let's also note that this is a spectrum. So we've got a spectrum from integrators to segmentors, and we can be anywhere along this scale, and that might change over time for all sorts of different reasons based on how we like to work, where we're working, the demands of our company or our employer, and we may have to adapt a bit as we go along. But the question for you is, if you were left to your own devices, what would you resonate with more, being more of an integrator or more of a segmentor? Now, how is this helpful? So if we start to understand ourselves through this lens a little bit more, we might notice that some of the people around us have very different styles. Give an example. At home, I am an integrator. My boyfriend is a segmentor. So as we've been together for 8 years, we know our different styles. We know what we like to do. My boyfriend likes to finish work at the end of the day and not think about work until he clocks back in the morning. When he's on weekend, he likes to, as much as possible, not look at work, not think about work. Me as an integrator, I will be doing bits of work during the day. I might go out for lunch during the week. I might go shopping. I might go to the gym, doing bits of work here, there, and there, different places, different times. But I might also be doing some work late at night. I might do some work in the evening. I might even do some work on holiday. And all of that feels good for me. I enjoy that. It feels like a nice flow of work and life working together. So we're two very different styles. So the first thing to know is that because we have different styles to the people that we may be around, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about our styles and the boundaries and so on, so that we can support each other and understand each other, because not everyone is like us. And if we see someone clocking off at a certain time, it may be because actually they have done a larger portion of work during their day because they were all in, all on, whereas an integrator might have been, flitting around between different non-work and work tasks. So knowing your boundary style is powerful. Communicating about your boundary style is helpful. And also it can impact upon our work-life balance and how that's going to show up for us. For me as an integrator, like I said, I will weave in different bits of practice into my week, through the weekdays, into the weekend and so on. And I'll see that as part of a sort of natural flow. For segmentors, you might have to be more careful about planning things in because they probably won't be able to weave into your work day. You'll be looking to get all of your work done and to be really focused on your work during work time, and then need to make time for your work-life balance, your me time, your sport, health, well-being, meditation, yoga, whatever it is you like to do, running, figure all that out. Now, sometimes for segmentors, they will spend all of their energy during the work day, and then the plan for the well-being stuff and social stuff might drop out because you've used all your energy. So sometimes segmentors, even though they might not be morning people, will do well to fit in their well-being stuff in the morning and create that as a ritual, as a habit, in order to allow that to flow through. And speaking as an integrator, I've really appreciated being with my boyfriend, because with him as a segmentor, it forces me to take more expansive time away from work, because at the weekend he doesn't really want to be focusing on that, and so I also want to be spending my time expensively with him as well. And so that's actually quite nice for me as an integrator to learn actually having more space in my weekend and not interweaving everything is also quite a nice relief. So I hope this was useful, and I hope that you'll be able to figure out whether you're an integrator or a segmenter. Your challenge is now to go figure out this through conversations with the people you work with, the people you live with. If I can help you with this or anything else, do DM me today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.